Hey everyone, this is Viet Fan here to reflect about what I've learned in month 8 of the Masters of Media Design program. The first concept I took from the materials was the integration of social networks in building brand awareness. When wanting to promote or build brand awareness, using social networks is one way of keeping the cost per medium reasonable. Social media is a great way to keep costs low when looking to promote a brand. Even though there has been a lot of debate on how to measure and manage the return on investment based off of social media. With social media, a marketer has greater access to their target audience, and these social networks have made target advertising easier to reach more potential shoppers of a brand. Being aware of the positive and negative aspects of this type of brand promoting is something I took from the course. Another concept I took from this month was about interactive design. When reading about the history of interactive design, I realized how much we take for granted on the user interface and the user experience. Safford stated, "It wasn't the big things that drove people mad. It was the small stuff." Some of what good interaction designers do is make the world better by removing these little irritants in life, some of which we don't know exist until they're gone. That stuck with me, but as it made me think about how the user experience could affect a brand. This led to another concept that stuck with me, which was Framing the Problem by Safford. The section speaks about finding the problem that needs resolved, that a brand is having issues in product acceptance, style, or declining sales. The need to frame a problem helps designers create a guide that meets the project expectations. Framing the problem does two things. First, establish a border around a problem, and second, determine the details of the project and how to proceed. One of the big examples that came to mind was the introduction of the iPhone. I remember watching the live broadcast of WWDC when Steve Jobs took the stage and announced the newest product. The iPhone was Apple's answer on how a smartphone should operate. This created a paradigm shift on how manufacturers make smartphones. Apple found that current smartphones were difficult to operate and customers were frustrated but could do nothing about it. The iPhone gave consumers another, better option and showed manufacturers that the user experience is just as important as the product itself. The business sector that I'm developing my campaign over is on eco-friendly transportation. The company I used as my focus is Mitsubishi and their electric car division. The current trend in electric cars is that they can be just as practical as fossil fuel in regards to everyday driving. When compared to other car manufacturers, Mitsubishi has difficulties breaking into the US market with their current iNEV. I'm developing a multimedia campaign to rebrand the car to the Reach and build awareness to Mitsubishi innovation. Another change is the redesigned 16 kilowatt-hour battery to a larger 32 kilowatt-hour battery. The inclusion of a larger battery and solar recharging is one solution to the issues with range on electric cars. To help promote these changes, I'm incorporating the use of the sun into the multimedia campaign. Incorporating the sun wouldn't be easy, but letting customers see how the sun can affect the brand visually is a great way to promote its unique selling point. The electronic media such as websites, YouTube, and commercials will vary based on time of day and the amount of sunlight available. This creates a multimedia campaign that's dynamic and changes the user experience based on sunlight, just like how the user experience of driving the Reach can be affected by the weather. Another great idea was the creation of bus stops in the shape of the car that has the same solar cell technology. The bus stop would offer digital ads with information on the Reach, but also let viewers to charge their electronic devices from outlets on the bus stop that's powered by the sun. This increases the awareness of the Reach to commuters that uses transits instead of driving their own car. This type of marketing allows the possibility to affect these commuters on how they get from point A to point B. Billboards will also be used to display the weather, but also the amount of energy that's available from sunlight. These are just a few concepts for my multimedia campaign. I really enjoyed design integration and learning how to use mixed media in building a multimedia campaign.